What's up, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Survivor Now After the Game. My name's Randy Bruce, and as you all know, it is October, and besides being the month full of spooks, it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And today, myself, Josh Verlin, and Eric Abraham are joined by two-time Survivor player, finishing 5th in Survivor Philippines and 7th in Survivor Cambodia Second Chance. We are joined by fan favorite Abby Maria Gomes. Abby, how are you doing today?
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the lovely intro. I'm doing great today. I'm really happy to be with you guys. It's my birthday month too.
Wait. I remember this because I was in your live the other day listening to, you talk about the breast cancer awareness. And yes. Did you say the 21st was your birthday?
Yes. October 21st is my birthday, and I'm turning 40 goddamn 3.
Happy birthday. Hey.
Happy early birthday.
So I want to fix that because when you Google my name and you go on Google, it says that I'm 50. I'm not 50 yet, you guys. I'm turning 43, okay?
It does not say that.
1979. I don't know. I know I have some haters out there, so they try and mess with my reputation anywhere they go. But being 50 is amazing too, but my real age is 43, not 50. I just want to fix that.
I would be irate if I looked up my name and it added like a whole 10 years almost to my age.
They added almost 10 years to my age on the internet somewhere.
Oh my gosh. Well, happy birthday to you. My brother's birthday is actually the 20th. So that's why I was like, oh, she almost shares a birthday with my brother. But
how is his personality?
It's I don't know if it's quite as feisty, but it's almost there. But thank you again for joining us. Early morning too. It's good morning to you. I suppose it's like 11
a.m. Yeah, it's 11 a.m. It's not that early. I wake up early every day.
So we're so excited to have you today because this is a special episode for us because there is a deeper meaning, and it's one that for a lot of us we have connections to as well, and it is. I spoke about it, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I want to get it right into what breast cancer awareness means for you in particular, and how'd you get started on this journey for trying to raise awareness for it?
Well, I have a lot of cancer survivor friends and family members, so it touches me to the heart. It is Pink October as well, so we're helping promote early detection of breast cancer. So just, promoting, getting your mammograms for men and women, that men can get breast cancer as well. So early detection is very important, not being shy of getting out there and getting your mammograms done. How I came about to get involved with the National Breast Cancer Foundation was by luck. One day I was just doing social media like all of you guys, and I saw this promotion on Fab Over 40 with New Beauty magazine, and it's a contest. And I was just like, okay, well, I like contests and games and playing, so why not sign up? So they added me to the contest, and then I thought it was for an even bigger cause, which is bringing awareness to breast cancer. So I was really pumped about it. So now I see all these beautiful queens in the competition bringing awareness. So it's like so awesome to see women coming together for a bigger cause, and the competitive streak in me, of course, wants to win. So I want to ask all you guys to get on my bio and my Instagram at the Abby Maria, the one and only, and go on my bio and click on the link and vote for me. You can vote every 24 hours for free, but you can also donate votes. It's the Hope vote. I cannot vote because I'm in the contest. So you can buy votes, and I think it's like $1 per vote. So if you get 100 votes,
that's not bad at all.
Yeah, and it's tax deductible because it's a charity and it's going to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So yeah, it's all for a great cause.
I think I saw there was 3 days left to vote, right?
Well, for the first round, this competition is going to be going until December 15th. So it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So we do have to vote every day. So the winner gets $40,000, you guys. I can do a lot of great things with $40,000. It's like it's legit. And then I actually get a staycation, which is great. I would love to go somewhere to vacation rather than survive. And also a 2-page spread on New Beauty magazine. I'm ready to model.
Okay.
Do I have the chiseled look for you guys?
Abby, I think you would kill it. I was going to say that too. You said it's a competition, and I'm like, I read your stats. You're pretty good at competition, so I think you got this in the bag.
All right, so we can parlay to Survivor now that I did my job.
well, the thing is too, Abraham has actually a deep connection to breast cancer awareness.
Abby,
Can you tell us your story, Abraham?
My wife found out about 3 years ago that she had a lump in her breast doing a mammogram.
Oh, wow.
And then from there on, you go through I will say the doctors here in San Antonio are outstanding. The whole team, when they bring you in, they sit you down because the word cancer is scary in itself. And they explained to us what was going to happen, what the procedures were going to be, and then what the recovery is going to be. Just as important as identifying it, making sure that you're doing weekly or monthly exams yourself with your partner. Yeah. Just when you're identified, and stay off the internet. That's something that I would tell anybody, stay off the internet. I have another friend that had a double mastectomy. Cancer ran in her family. She knew in her 30s that she could possibly have breast cancer. And just stay off the internet, deal with the doctors, and they will get you through it. Your family, your friends, your support team. My wife's been 3 years now, no reoccurrence of anything. She's going to go back and do some plastic surgery work from the radiation, the scarring of that nature. But it's something that's very important out there that you have to stay aware and be vigilant on your exams. And for men, not to be embarrassed that just because it's called breast cancer, a man couldn't actually have breast cancer. I know that we're usually talking about prostate cancer, which is also one of those things that get checked before 50. Don't let 50 be the number. Get checked. It's not something embarrassing. It's something about your health. So it's great to meet you out there campaigning, doing this particular event, supporting breast cancer or any cancer that's out there that we can find a cure for.
Yeah, thank you so much, Abraham, for sharing your story with us. That's very kind of you for sharing such a deep, story with your family. I mean, your wife. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm sure that you bringing that out too will just encourage people to get out there and check themselves, I mean, getting it detected early, it just gives you another chance at life, really, because it's cancer sucks.
Yes.
Abby Marie, I was just curious, when you played Survivor for the first time 10 years ago, social media was, it was around, but wasn't quite what it is now. And being on Survivor, being on television gives you and many other Survivor players a platform, a following, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people.
Yes.
Do you feel a sense of now, like, having to use that? Do you feel like there has to be some way that you can put that to a good use? And do you think that players who are now coming on to TV shows feel this need to use that platform to find some cause to support?
Right. I can't very passionate on giving back. And yes, having this platform gives you a wider and a louder voice to speak about different topics. I mean, I'm a humanitarian. I believe in human and I believe in being kind. So, even though I am the villain on Survivor, it's a hat that I wore in the game, but outside of Survivor, I'm a real human being and I have feelings and emotions and I wear different hats. And I believe in the kindness of people and having this voice so loud. I do donate my time to bring awareness to so many different topics. The LGBTQ community, I'm very supportive of too. I always get confused.
LGBT.
LGBT.
Yeah,
you got them all right.
It's like, I'm not really good with puzzles, and it's like a little tricky. I always bring awareness to the Give Kids the World Village Foundation too. Like I like being supportive of all different topics. Yes.
When did you, because obviously that's not why you go on Survivor, right? You go on Survivor to play the game. But then how long afterwards did you sort of realize that opportunity that provides you of, hey, there's a lot more people listening to what I have to say now, and I can help bring more good into this world?
I think even before I got on the show, when I had the opportunity and I was cast and I knew that I was for sure going to go, I had approached people and I said, look, I'm going to have this wider platform because I have a business management degree. So, we study opportunities like that too, and television and how the whole thing works. So I had approached some people that I had worked with in the past, and I started a whole beverage because I was taking advantage of the whole platform. So I was aware that things were gonna get loud. Let's put it that way.
I love it, and I love that you're being so proactive in raising awareness. Exactly, and I ask anyone who's listening to this or watching on YouTube, if you get a chance to do something or raise awareness for a cause, definitely
be proactive.
do it.
Take action. Yeah, that's what you got to do in life. You got to take action. Like everybody asked me, oh, so how were you able to start a whole beverage? I mean, I just did it. I just took action. It's one of the things in business. You just got to take action. And then, I want to correct people that call me feisty. I'm actually very assertive. I just get things done. So, there is a positive spin for everything. So rather than being feisty, I like to say that I am assertive. So don't F with me.
Well, now I feel bad for using the word feisty.
I'm joking.
No, I feel terrible.
I like correcting people. Because I do therapy now. So my therapist has been helping me a lot with finding my worth and boundaries. So I'm practicing. That's good. Even with the whole Survivor player, they're like, oh, you're a great character. I am a great Survivor player. All right. I played twice and I made it really far. It's like, and I didn't quit. I had a torn ACL the first time and I never quit. One thing you don't do is go on Survivor to quit. So
did you
I
have
am a great Survivor player.
Did you have the torn ACL before you went on the game, or was that happened?
No, they wouldn't let me get on the game with a torn ACL. The doctors check you. I tore my ACL on marooning the first day. When I am running on the boat to go grab the firewood.
Yes.
I jumped, and then when I landed, my knee twisted in a way, and I just heard that noise, and I had no idea what it was. It was the adrenaline, and everybody just going, you have 60 seconds, and everybody's just yelling, go, go, go. And I didn't want to look weak. Instead, I looked like a bitch.
I was thinking that, I'm like, do I want to say this? But I'm like, that is a pure, flat out badass moment. Like that had to hurt the entire time you were out there. It
hurt the entire time that I was there. So when I came back, the first thing I had to do was get surgery. So,
Abby, the 2 seasons you're on, I mean, if we can talk about Survivor for just a second, the 2 seasons you're on are considered 2 of the best seasons in the show's history. I mean, Second Chances was, the fan favorite cast that was voted on. Philippines, everybody loves Denise, but the whole season was fantastic. Is there personal pride in the fact that both seasons you're on are so well received and so well loved?
Yeah, of course there is personal pride. Without me, it would be shit. I'm just joking.
I mean, Abby, I was just going to say, I couldn't stop talking to you. As soon as I found out you were coming on, I'm like, we are getting the actual Survivor queen, Abby, on the show. Like, I absolutely loved
woo!
I loved your seasons. They were one of my, a couple of my favorite seasons from the US version of the show. So, I mean, I have to agree with Josh here. It was awesome watching you play.
Thank you. I mean, I just had a lot of fun when I was out there, besides the torn ACL. I had a lot of fun with the producers. I just enjoyed giving them, sound bites and great moments. I mean, like in Brazil, we say, quando você cai na chuva é para se molhar. When you get in the rain, it's to get wet. Like if you're going to give your word to do something, you better do it, and you better do really good. I mean, I may not have won my seasons, but I think I gave you guys a lot to talk about.
Now, Abby, out of season 25 and 31, which one is first? Which one is second?
Favorite, I think the first one, Philippines, because that's the debut, right? I mean, yeah. And I was kind of naive to the whole thing too. So it's so like, the temper tantrums are so genuine. I mean, even I watch it and I'm like, holy Christ. Like, why did I just say that? Like, what the heck's going on? And it's all coming out of my mouth. It's really hard for me to watch, but it does give a lot of great TV. I mean, like when I watched me coming back from that war challenge and I am calling myself Cinderella, I mean, I couldn't even stop laughing. That was the most ridiculous moment ever. But I mean, so many ridiculous moments, like throwing a coconut at Scoopin's head. Like, I did not mean to do that. It was such an accident, but it was brilliant on TV.
Now,
the auction and then winning that whole immunity challenge that totally saved my life in the game. That was a miracle from God. I don't know how I did all of that. So I love Philippines. It's a part of me.
Now, with your 2 seasons under your belt, you form bonds with every castmate, and you've been on there twice. So that's a lot of castmates.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite castmate that you keep in contact with now from either season?
Who's that Survivor bestie?
I love Kelly Wentworth. Kelly Wentworth and we are really good friends. We talk very often. I would say she's my Survivor bestie. Yeah, and Peter Yukowski, even though we are not together anymore, I think we are still good friends. I love Artist. He's always so nice to me. Penner, I love Penner. He's like so wise. And Woo is great too. We still chat often from my seasons. Everyone goes on with their lives. Stephen Fishback, always very polite and kind when I see him. Those are the people that I can. Oh, Cass. Oh my gosh, yeah, Cass.
Oh, Chaos Cass.
Yeah. Yesterday I just sent her a voice note to give her a happy birthday to her daughter, Sarah. Her daughter just turned, I think, 15 or 16, I think, or 15, something like that.
October's the month of birthdays, I guess. Like everyone has a birthday in October.
Yeah, believe it or not, PG and we're very polite with each other too. We always are kind to each other. It's so many people that I can't think of everyone right now. Terry, we do chat sometimes. I mean, Terry's amazing.
It's such a shame he didn't get to. I would have loved to see what would have happened with him on Second Chances.
I know. I wanted to have played with him so badly. The timing of that happening, and I understand that of course he had to go. His son, like heart issues, but it was just crazy how it all happened. Isn't it crazy how the universe works?
Did you watch his first season?
I did. It was a great season.
He was one of the most dominant physical players the game had ever seen. And to see him back was like, oh man. And yeah, like you said, just awful timing.
Yeah, awful timing. The timing was interesting with the way that whole thing happened, because I was literally like ostracized at that moment. I was left alone at the beach and I was crying and I was just like, okay, my life is over here because everybody just turned on me because of that stupid bracelet. And then there goes Terry, and he literally saved my life at that moment. And we were watching stars, and we really had like a bonding moment there. And then the next day, bad news for him. It was so crazy.
How do you think being on Survivor has changed you the most?
Going back and watching those moments when you are at your worst, because there's nothing easy about Survivor. Do you agree, Abraham?
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I mean, we'll bring some sides of yourself that you don't even know that you have, like you're surviving. It's awful. It's a great game and you love playing as a Survivor game player, but being out there sometimes you really consider it, like, why did I put myself, especially my seasons, they were a lot of rain. The rain is awful, like awful. So it just, like how it changed me is just to become more aware and realize that it's not always about you, you know?
So we always love to look behind the camera. You know, the casual fan, they see what it is, whatever is in front of them, that's all they can make out. But we are always interested to hear the fun Survivor stories that didn't make it to air. So do you have a particular moment that you can think of from either season that you're kind of sad didn't make it to air, or something that was just kind of funny, whimsical that you wish more people got to see?
Yeah, there are some funny moments, like in tending. You know, I was always cooking. I was the one that always made all the food. So that's why I had that little tantrum moment when we went and we merged. When I said, I'm not going to cook for anybody anymore, because I was feeling like I was always taking care of everybody and nobody was really like trying to build a bond with me. So going backwards, I remember that were times that we would be out there, you know, cooking whatever we could make we had beans in the Philippines, not rice. And I was teaching them about chupacabra and Brazilian telenovela. And yeah, so those were cute, candid moments. I don't know if they showed before I found the Hidden Immunity Idol on TV. I don't know if they showed that I was telling production that I had dreams that was the Hidden Immunity Idol. I literally had dreams like my head was banging on the lid, and that was the Hidden Immunity Idol. And then Peter kept on telling me, no, it wouldn't be there, because I had shared my dream with him. And he would be like, no, it wouldn't be there, because they usually always put those in the forest. That's why I went with him looking in the forest. And then I'm like, no, it has to be the lead. I had a dream about it, and it was.
Okay.
I had a psychic moment. I swear to God, it was so strange.
Okay, is that technically cheating if like your dream told you where the immunity is? That's technically you were told where it was.
I was told by the real God, not the Survivor gods.
Yeah. No, Survivor gods can act in funny ways all the time.
They can literally act in funny ways. And then the longer that you are there, you get like, you know, it's survival, right? You start like paying attention to what the cameramen are doing. Like it almost becomes like this game between you and production and the cameraman. Like they right, Abraham? Like everybody's like, what?
I feel sorry for the cameramen sometimes, because we were like trying to make a fire, but it was all smoke. And they were trying to get the shot, and we was like, oh, they're going to die. Or
they're going to be there all day.
They're on the boat, and we was like, please don't fall in the water. Just don't do it. We're trying to save your lives. Now, Abby, question for you. Now, I know the first time you got on the season, you got the phone call. We all get the phone call. The second time you were on the season, that was at the finale show. How was that different?
All right, so my stories are a little different. I was supposed to be on Tocantins. I had gone through the whole casting process for Tocantins, and then they cut me last minute. And I kind of knew that they were going to cut me too, because when we were doing the whole casting at the hotel, there was another Latina girl there, and she looked more Latina than me, whatever Latinos are supposed to look like. And that was Carolina. And my intuition was like, I have a feeling that they might put her rather than me. And they already had asked for my wardrobe, and then they cut me last minute. But then she was voted out first.
Survivor
gods. Give you the home field.
Survivor gods, right? And then the second time around, when they contacted me, I said no. I was like, I'm not doing it. You guys are gonna like, you know, burst my bubble last minute. I don't want to go through the whole casting process and you guys are going to deny me. And then I guess they saw the feistiness in me, and they're like, no, we really want you. Because I was like, hell no, like, I'm not going to go through this ever again. And then Lynn Spillman went and picked me up, and she's like, you're coming. You're going to go talk to Mark Burnett and Jeff Probst. And then that was it. The rest is history. I guess like when people are trying to be on Survivor, they really got to give them like, I guess like, their personality at their best and their worst, I guess, and not think that they're trying to get there's no special formula. They really want to see the raw version of you, right? And then the second time around, we had to do a whole contest. We were contesting for it. So it was like nerve-wracking having to ask people for votes. And a lot of people thought that I already had it because of my personality or my image on Philippines. So a lot of people weren't really voting much. So it was a pretty close call. I almost didn't make it. So I was really, 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 really nervous when I was there waiting for the votes to be revealed on live television. It was crazy.
So nobody in the audience knew if they were going to make it or not.
Nobody knew. It was revealed right then and there. And then they put us on that bus, and then there we went to the airport. And we had no idea where we're going to either.
So kind of flipping to the new era of Survivor, I'm interested. Have you been keeping up with it since your time in the game?
Yes, I am a huge Survivor fan too. Yeah.
So I'm interested to hear what you think about kind of the new era that they're doing with season 41, 42, and 43, and whether you like kind of the direction they're taking it, or whether, there's some things you might want to change up.
It's so minimalistic. I feel that everything in the world right now is just so fast paced. It's like, it's not giving you the opportunity of really digging deep into the characters and the game per se. I like the older version. I like having the intro with the music, and the characters that you really fall in love with. I think it's just so kosher now. It's just like everybody's just so happy, kumbaya. It's like I miss having the personalities that you're kind of like love to hate, like I was, not everybody, like people really want to get to know me because it's just like, are you really like that? And when they meet me in person, it's just, I don't know, like everybody's just so nice.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. Like, do they need to go back to getting some Survivor villains? Like, we know you want to cast great people, and they might be worried because there's been multiple people who have been kicked off the shows over the years. So I know they're really making sure they're getting the best of the best. But like, you got to have some Survivor villains. We need someone to boo against, basically. Even though it's mean to boo, but we need someone like that. Josh, did you have something to add on that?
I was gonna say, Abby Maria. Then you must love like the last week when one tribe's helping another tribe.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun to watch. Like that was an interesting moment, and they were helping the tribe that wasn't winning, right? So they were like, okay, like the loser tribe, right? Because Vassie had won everything, the whole last
Coco,
season,
the right? Blue tribe,
the blue tribe, the blue and the yellow tribe were helping or the blue tribe. Coco helped. What's the name of the yellow tribe?
Red helped yellow because blue hadn't lost.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for correcting me. So
good.
That was interesting to see. Yes, for sure. Yeah, I like it.
How would you play differently? Sorry. I'm sorry, Randy, if I'm gonna.
You're good. You're good. Man. Go ahead.
So, would you play again? And if so, how would you play differently?
I mean, I would take more lessons from the Sandra notebook for sure. I mean, because she is a villain. She is authentic. She's interesting. But her social game is the key. So I definitely need to, and I've always said that even in Second Chances, I said that I had to work on my social game, but I really, really have to apply all this therapy that I've been investing on and all this self-growth that I've been working on. So I think that Sandra is my favorite player, and I love her authenticity. She's Latina, assertive, feisty. So social game, I think, is the key for Survivor. And, challenges are great too, but I think that the luck.
Well, luck plays a part in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely interesting because when you get the phone call, you look at all the previous Survivors seasons and like, hey, I know kind of how I want to play. I just want to see how some things go. What are the challenges like? We didn't know, we didn't have a name until we got on the mats. And they was like, no, we don't have a name. Y'all season 41. The only thing that we can say that no other season can say right now is drop the 4, keep the 1. That's it. We don't have another identity that. And looking at season 43, I'm happy with the changes that they've made. I thought that eliminating 2 casts on the very first vote doesn't give you a chance to even develop any type of fan cheering or anything. 2 people are going automatically. So in 42, we only saw 1. 43, we only saw 1. We still haven't seen a double elimination. I think once you go into it, even though it's only 26 days, you still have time to develop the characters. In 41, it was slightly an experiment to see what stuck on the wall.
No, Abby, so I know everyone is wondering, do you have a favorite? Who gets the Abby stamp of approval for season 43? Who are you rooting on here?
All right, I'm rooting for, like everybody's so freaking likable. So I'm rooting for a bunch of people, okay? So I'm going to name my favorite. So I really like Jesse. I think that he's playing a very interesting game. I didn't like that he got rid of Justine because I was really rooting for like the Fire Queen. I think she's great and she's so beautiful. But Jesse's been playing great. Cody is so fun to watch. I mean, I love his live-in approach, and his move in the last episode was pretty brilliant with the whole machete thing, or asking for the machete and building that that connection with that tribe too. I think that he's playing the long game rather than the short game. So that's another thing that I would need to pay attention to, is like the long game rather than the.
Well, it's pretty short. It's 26 days, so it's kind of short.
I know, but the longer game, because like some people, they're just playing the game for the next elimination. But I think he's looking further. So I really like Noelle. I mean, she's such a fierce girl.
When she competes in those challenges,
insane. So I really, really like her as well. I really like the guy that had cerebral palsy. What's his Ryan?
Oh, Ryan. That's my winner pick. I picked Ryan to win the entire season.
Ryan is I'm really enjoy his game so far too, and wow, amazing story too. Carla's interesting too. So yeah, those are they got my attention. The young kid is interesting. I think he has a little streak of a villain maybe, and then Gio, he's maybe gonna be a villain too. Let's see.
I love Abby. Smart as always. Just play the field, throw it at everyone, and then one of them will win, and Abby will be right. We know.
That's how we play Survivor.
Hedge your bets.
But Abby,
you gotta give them honey to everybody. I don't know if I'll ever play with any of them in the future.
Abby, thank you so much again for joining us. Before we start to wrap up here and let you go about your day, I know Josh kind of asked this earlier, and you said that you would have to take more out of the Sandra playbook. But in the end, because there has been talk of like an international season where they bring in people from Survivor Australia, Survivor South Africa, if you got the call to go back and play for a third time, would you go back and play?
It depends. It depends on where my life will be. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 43 now. I don't know when they would be doing it. As of right now, like at this exact moment, of course, yeah, I would love to play an epic season like Heroes versus Villains 2. I mean, there is no way I wouldn't want to do that, right? It's just like, how could I not play Heroes versus Villains 2? And then a Legends would be pretty awesome too, especially for my ego, because for the longest time, I felt like there was no respect towards me as a Survivor player. So being on a Legend season would just give myself the respect that, I'm worth it. I deserve to be on Survivor. I deserve to have played Survivor, and I deserve to be a part of the community, because for many years I felt like just the joke of the community. But no, I think that I brought a lot to it too. So.
Well, I meant it earlier when I said fan favorite. I know everybody that I speak to love Abby, and we all love you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I would love to see you back out there. I think we all would. One more time. I know we're raising awareness for breast cancer awareness. So where can people go and support the message you're passing on and vote for you as well?
Yeah, hopefully a lot of your followers follow me on Instagram. I have it on my bio on Instagram. The link is right there. And I don't know if you guys can share on your YouTube.
Yep, it'll be in the description. We'll put the link down below.
Yeah, so just go and watch the podcast and vote for me for Fab Over 40 and raising awareness to breast cancer. Thank you, Abraham, for sharing your story with us. And you guys have a great day. It was a pleasure being with you all today.
Look at you, Abby. I've already went out to the podcast. I mean, your Instagram. I see your link right here. I'm already on it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you can vote every day, 24 hours a day for free. And if you feel in your heart that you want to contribute and donate, vote, you can buy votes. And the money goes to the National Breast Cancer Foundation.
Josh, anything else you want to say before we wrap up here, man?
No, I just want to say thank you so much, Abby Maria, for coming on. It was great speaking with you.
Thank you so much for having me, Josh. Do you have anything else that you would like to say about my gameplay since you're a sports commentator?
Yeah, hey, she's giving you free ride here to judge the gameplay.
I want to hear from a pro.
Oh, that's a little unfair because I write about high school and college basketball for a living. No,
that's huge in the U.S. though. College basketball.
It is. And there's a whole thing with Wendell, and one of his castmates is married to an NBA scout, and that's how we got connected.
Wow.
No, honestly, I look at Survivor from a kind of a different landscape, I feel like, than a lot of super fans, because I just appreciate the people like yourself who are willing to go and put yourselves out there on national television. And so I feel like it's not my place to critique because I only get to see so much of a little piece of who you are and what you did out there. And it's so hard to then really say they should have done this or should have done that when I wasn't out there. How can I know? How can I put myself in your shoes? So I just really appreciate anybody who's willing to put themselves out there. I know that's a horrible non-answer, but
no, that is a great answer. Actually, that's a very genuine and authentic answer because a lot of this commentator and Survivor specialists, I guess, that get out there and make comments on players, they don't really know how it is because they haven't experienced that. A lot of these reporters, they just go and study us during the game. We actually feel like a zoo animal when we're there, and then a bunch of them are just watching us play. It's almost like they're washed, they're bathed, they're fed, they had their coffee in the morning. They really don't know what the struggle is, and people have different personalities and deal with stress like that in different ways. So thank you for that. That's great. I like that you're genuine and that you just enjoy watching the show because it is amazing.
Can I ask you one more question though? Because it is something I'm curious about. Yeah. Because you've acknowledged you did get more a villain edit, right? And was that difficult? Did you expect that coming out of the show? This is how I'm going to be edited, and did it take you a while to
no, I didn't expect at all. And people even laughed because I thought I was going to have a hero edit. I swear to God, you can laugh. Everybody can laugh watching this. I really did because of my ACL being torn. And that's why what I get out of that whole experience, it's like a reality check, a dose of reality check and awareness to paying more attention to things that you say and get out of your mouth, But when you're out there, under those conditions, it's kind of hard to rationalize those.
Here's a G-Wiz question. How long did it take you after the game started to forget the cameras were there and just kind of go about the day?
I think after the merge.
I know for me, I was 3 days. I think day 2, I was I don't have time to duck the camera anymore. I just got to go ahead. It's just too tiring to try to duck out on them. Even if you went off by yourself, there was someone there.
Always somebody there. Somebody's always watching you.
Yeah,
and I didn't realize that the producers could listen to everything that we were saying until the second season I was on. Like in the first season, I didn't realize that. The second season we were on, I think I was telling Kelly, there was like one of the producers there that I thought it was really cute. And I'm like saying these things about him. And then she's like, Abby, I think they can hear what you're saying because look at them. The guy getting like he's blushing. I'm like, holy shit, he can hear what I'm saying. And I got so shy. I was just like, oh my God.
The nighttime guy was the funniest. He'd be like, "Hey, are you listening to us?" Because he would be like the most stoic filming person ever at night. All you saw was like a red light in front of him, and it was pitch black. We used to always laugh at him. He would never laugh back.
Now I know if you go back into the game, there's going to be a ton of fans that just go, "Ooh, Abby's coming back. We're going to get a villain. Abby is back in Survivor." Do you feel like you would play the game in a completely different fashion? You think it'd be like a complete 180 if you were to go back in the game?
I don't know. A lot of people ask me that question. When I was on Second Chances. I always go with the best of intentions, but you know, you can't predict what's going to happen and what kind of people I'm going to be there with too. At the end of the day, I play Survivor to win. I don't want to be voted out, and I believe that I play strategically. There is always a way of trying to figure out a way of staying in the game. If you are playing the game and you don't have a lot of people working with you, you have to pay attention to the low hanging fruits too. There are always cracks and ways that you can kind of like find a way of staying. I kind of always found a way of staying. The only reason I got voted out towards the end is because I got too confident. That's another thing that can't happen on Survivor. When you get too confident and you feel like you have it, that's when you lose it. In anything, you have to be consistent.
I think you can very confidently say that there is only one Abby Maria Gomes that played the game like Abby Maria. And there's very few people that can say they played the game in a unique way, and you certainly did.
Thank you. I agree too. And a lot of people, like, they don't want to play like I've played. They want to play, you know, like a Parvati or like a Kelly Wentworth, or, you know, but you know what? I'm proud of the game I played. So
it's all about entertainment, and above everything, you provided so much entertainment. And I think this is the start of the official petition to get Abby on Heroes versus Villains, the next one they do. I mean, I think we all know which tribe she'd be
as a hero, obviously.
As a hero.
Yeah. But Abby, thank you so much. I know we could talk to you forever, and you have an open invitation. If you ever want to come on and chat Survivor with us, or if you want to give your opinions on what happened in an episode, let us know. We would love to have you back.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you so much. Yeah. And you know what? Being on Survivor, being a villain is pretty badass. So, you know, Survivor is a game of deceit. It's like being the mole. Come on. Like, you know, you guys watching the mole? Everybody
I need to. I heard it's amazing.
It's so good.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on
Netflix. Yeah.
I saw the first few episodes already. It's pretty interesting.
It's so good. Who are you rooting for?
Well,
Abraham.
They vote out a lot of people pretty quick.
They do. So you saw 2 episodes. I don't want to spoil it, but do you have any favorites so far?
Well, they all my favorites got voted out already. So I'm like,
favorites have all been voted out already.
So when it went to the plane, it's like, okay, who's the mole? Can you go from the plane? Can you find this stuff? But then you have to take a test, and whoever's the lowest on the test gets voted out.
It's the quiz, yeah. So who do you think is the mole then?
Oh, I think the guy on the very first episode that took the briefcase. He took the briefcase.
Will?
Yeah.
The blonde guy? Will?
Yeah.
Okay. I have kind of my suspicions on him too, but Joy too, though, the pilot.
Wait, what's the show about? I need to know this first. I need like the baseline of what it.
So basically, there's the mole. The mole, pretty much, you would say it's the villain, and the mole, like, you need to find out who the mole is, and it's they're playing for money. So they have all these Americans from different walks of life. They're thrown in this island in Australia, and they have all these challenges that they have to do, and they're like very they're very smart challenges, because you have to keep the money or you can get this.
You use the money to
immunity.
get like the prison scene, doing the prison scene. They needed more time. So they needed more time to get everybody out. So you could, for $5,000, you would give up $5,000
You
of the
have
money.
to keep the money in the pot, something like that. And then if a person can be really shitty in the game to imbibe their immunity, but then everybody loses the money in the pot. So it's very interesting, and it's kind of hard to explain. You have to watch it.
Is it
Yeah,
like
it's
a Squid Game?
There's 12
No,
people.
nothing like that.
There's 12 people, and one of them is actually working against the group.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Everybody
That is a perfect-
else is trying to win the challenges, collect as much money as possible, but somebody in the group is working against the group.
Did
But
that
they
person coming in? Did they know they were working?
Yes,
against
they
the
were
group?
like
Okay.
brought in, correct,
Yeah,
and they're
okay.
acting to the cameras like anybody. One of the
Yeah.
all of them are like, I could be the mole, but like only one of them actually means it.
Okay.
And then each week they have to select who they think is the mole.
Oh,
Look,
I need to check this
Yeah.
out.
And of
It's
course,
so
they
good.
make the challenges purposeful that like people are gonna have to make decisions to give up some money to win the challenge or whatever. And then like so every 5 minutes somebody's like, oh, they just did that, they could be the mole, or they just did that, they could be the
It's
mole, or
awesome.
they're
Yeah.
walking slower than everybody else, they could be the mole.
But
And
the
I
vote
never
out-
hear on our couch being like, "Is that motherfucker? Sorry, the MF,
No,
the mole."
I was about to say
Like,
I watched one episode, I'm like, am I the mole? I don't
Right?
know.
But the
Yeah,
quiz,
I'm like,
Abby, who
quiz
do you
levels are
like
good.
though?
did you guys watch when I played Sequester?
Oh, I did see some of that.
Oh my
I did see a
God.
little. Yeah.
They had like this whole thing that they had a detective and a fugitive, and then like towards the end of the game, like even you get scared. They're like, "Is there really a detective? Is there really a fugitive or whatever?" And I was like a finalist on the game, and then my door freaked. Somebody knocks on my door as I am about to give my speech, and I'm like, "Is the fugitive at my house?" And I started screaming. It's just, yeah. So the mode gives you that feeling that you're playing the game too. It's really interesting.
I want
You're
to
gonna
see
like it.
Squid Game is coming up. Is it starting or?
Oh,
They just started filming it.
So
Yeah.
they've done casting. I never sent in my video for it, but I was going to audition for Squid Game.
I didn't want to get
Oh,
shot in
really?
the head.
Oh yeah. But no, because they're bringing that to life. That's a Netflix show too. Is they're making an actual Squid Game show, which they're
Oh,
bringing in
interesting.
like how many people are they bringing in? It's like
Like 400?
like 450, something like that.
The show was like 466 or 468.
And
or
they're
something
playing
like that.
for $4.6 million.
Whoa!
Yeah, so
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Have you seen the show? Somebody's going to die.
No, they said no dying. I seen the.
I don't trust that. I do not trust that. I've seen the real Squid Game. I would never.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
people
saying.
get like shitty when it comes to money. Like, oh my gosh, another scene that was kind of like, I don't think anybody saw that was in Second Chances when we were playing the basketball in the water.
yeah.
And then I was against Keith. He literally ducked me there in that water, and he kept me there for a while. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're about to kill me. Like, can I breathe now? Like, he literally kept my head under, because I was being scrappy.
You
Yeah.
know Keith gets competitive.
He literally like, I mean, he wasn't gonna kill me, but
Yeah,
he
but it got close.
Yeah, so imagine playing for $4 million. Abraham, somebody is gonna get hurt. I agree with you.
See, now that challenge I could go back and scout.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
all. It's gonna be.
there you go. Go check it out. Like, they're really ducking me, and I was really tiny there too. Like, the boys, they did not care that they were playing against a girl. Yeah, they were being really mean. We ended up winning it, but like, I got hurt. Like, yeah, I almost drowned on that.
I don't know. I don't know how Squid Game is structured for somebody not to get hurt. It's the whole. There was no game played where somebody you're gonna do red light, green light, and just throw a rock at somebody. I don't know. Running across the glass stairs and falling through. How do you really read?
They're gonna be.
There was the
tennis
marble
or
game.
something.
There was the marble game.
That marble game with the dude got killed. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Well, you could just lose and not get killed. Have you seen the show, Abby? Have you seen Squid Game, the show? Oh my God.
Not.
If you
I
get a
have not.
chance, it's on
I have to watch
Netflix.
that one too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Korean show based off a game show where like people die. And so they're making that into a real reality show. assuming they literally had to put at the bottom of the application, we will not be killing anybody while playing this game. And like Josh says, he's like, he doesn't trust it because in the TV show, they obviously don't tell you that they're going to kill you. They just get people to sign up for money and then they kill them.
What's the name of that one movie that was pretty much like that?
Yeah, that's it. This the movie. The movie is Squid Game. The
TV
show.
No. Without being Squid Games, there was another movie that was kind of like that. It was Jennifer Lawrence played one of the
Hunger Games.
Oh,
Hunger Games. That's sounding like Hunger Games.
Don't apply for that.
Kind of is, yeah.
Nobody applies for Hunger Games. They'd be like, "What you going on, Randy?" I'm going on this show called Hunger Games. I'd be like, "Josh, he's a goner."
Good knowing you.
Abby, for people to vote, what is your Instagram handle so they can find you on Instagram and vote?
At the Abby Maria, TheAbimAria.
Emphasis on the. That is the most perfect Instagram handle
ever.
The Abby Maria.
The Abby Maria, the one and only. Because people will try and be me and create fake Instagrams. I've seen so many. I love the love, but I am the one and only Abby.
Well, that's one of the few things we've discovered on the interview today is definitely we've shared some amazing stories. Abby is for sure a hero, and there is only one Abby Maria. That is everything that we have figured out today. I have a feeling that this won't be the last time that we speak with you, Abby. It has been a blessing to get today. If you want to stay a little bit after, feel free to. I'm just going to say, if you guys watched this video and you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And once again, Abby, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a lot of fun with you guys today. I do have to get back to work. But yeah, thanks for having an open invitation. I'm watching this season. So yeah, hopefully we'll do another podcast and talk more about this season. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the characters, even though it's a little too kumbaya for me.
Give it time, maybe. Give it time.
Yeah. Let's give it some time. I'm actually watching the episode on Wednesday with Lauren Ashley back.
Lauren is great.
Yeah, she's coming over to my place, so we're gonna be watching it together. And then Friday is my birthday. So if everybody
definitely shooting you a message.
Yes, thank you guys. And then just remember, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. The competition is going to be going into mid-December. So everybody, please vote every day. That's all I can ask you for my birthday.
Abby, I'll be out there at Lauren's event in December.
I'll be there too.
I was about to ask that. Yeah.
We're going to the Hearts Reality the week before. So I'll be in Orlando the week before.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm not going to be going to that. I've gone twice already. But I'll be at the finale party for Lauren. Yeah.
So I'll see you at the finale party. I'll see Lauren there. I'll see Lauren the week before, and I'll see you the next week. So
is your wife coming with you?
No, she's not coming out. She likes to travel to her destinations of fun and excitement.
I'm his official travel buddy.
Yeah, she's not really a social media person, so she doesn't really. I think she's been on the camera once.
Okay.
One time. And I think Randy's the only person that ever saw her. She came in the room one time.
Aww.
You probably wouldn't.
Your wife. And
I will.
The warrior.
But thank you again. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Abby, we'll let you get back to work and definitely stay in touch with us.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Abby.
Bye,